How to hide the camera in clothes. Camera Wi-Fi HD, 4K, and Pro. The following parts are included, and buttons to be able to hide them in clothes. Standard buttons and parts. The fixing piece for sewing on garments. And another special fixing piece for button pieces. 4 buttons with tabs are included, 2 larger with different heights, and 2 smaller, also with different heights. In addition, 2 buttons of each size are also included to use as a lure. Let's test the standard parts and buttons first. For example, with this button piece, we must fit the camera lens in the right position and pass a thread through the 4 holes. We would do the same with this. Passing thread or even placing adhesive tape. We would fit this piece here in the same way. And it would be useful to adapt a button like this other, what we could secure with some adhesive. This other piece allows us the same as the previous one. It would help us to position it, or to add some button or piece of these. The most recommended is to use this type of parts that we have below. We would place this fixing piece on the lens. We would tighten lightly so that it is fixed. And we could now sew it on the items of clothing. It is very important that when we extract it, we do it by pushing the lens carefully. Never pull the cable. Here we show you some examples to place this piece on clothing. In a sweatshirt, we have made a small hole, taking advantage of a sweatshirt logo. We would sew it inside, and it would be completely hidden. Here you can see how we have the hidden camera in the sweatshirt. Another example would be placing it in a sleeve. Back inside. We would sew the piece, and we would position the camera correctly. We must make a small hole in the sleeve, in the place that is the lens. This is how it would look on the sleeve of this sweater. For other options that require a button, we would use this fixing piece for button. This piece would not need to be sewed. Simply, we would fit it with these buttons included. Thanks to their tabs, we would turn the button placed on the piece. We can help us with some pliers if it is very hard. Let's see how to place it on some garments. For example, in a jacket. We have placed the piece on the internal part and the button, turning it from the outside. We left a hole inside, and we can now place our camera inside. and visualize everything. We have also sewn the rest of the buttons as a lure. Everyone remains equal. This is what the jacket looks like. Here we have the lure buttons. And here we have the piece with the button to hide the camera. Another example would be in a pole. In this case, we have sewn a lure button. And again, we have positioned the button piece in the interior area. And on the outside, we have placed a button with tabs. And we have placed it by turning it. We would only have to make a small hole and place the camera. This is what the polo looks like with the lure button and the piece with button to hide our camera easily. And these would be several ways to hide camera Wi-Fi Pro, HD and 4K in your clothes. Choose the one that best fits your needs.